Yeah, the first news story involves Marvel Rivals. So I'm not sure if you've gotten to play Marvel Rivals yet, but it's like a
I
massive,
have.
yeah, it's a massive, massive success. We should play sometime. I'm
We
I'm
should. We should.
I'm gold one as of last night. Yep.
I'm unranked. I've only joined random matches with friends, who I'm playing another game with them, and then they go play Rivals, and then I'm like, I guess I'll go play Rivals.
All right, well that's cool. Don't worry, I can yell at you till you're good because that's how that works.
There you go.
All right, well, so massive success. It was kind of weird when we got a news story today saying they're laying off some US based developers, including its game director. Saying, quote, "This is such a weird industry. My stellar, talented team just helped deliver an incredibly successful new franchise in Marvel Rivals for NetEase Games, and we were just laid off." And then someone pointed out that hey, this is really weird considering how successful this is, including one says it's been a massive hit and one of the few games has been able to break through the live service wall. I don't know, folks. I just don't know. So, where are we at in your opinion with this?
You know what they say? You make a bad game, you get fired. You make a good game, you get fired. You make an amazing game, and you surprisingly also get fired, as the meme goes. Uh,
You remind me of that cow
this
to
is
slaughter meme with the
yeah.
two, yeah.
There's a. It's obvious here that this has nothing to do with the performance of the developers because, like, what better performance could you conceivably ask for?
What the performance of
Uh,
the game? This is a top 3 game on Steam right now, and it's like top
yeah,
2 on every platform. Like it's crazy.
right.
Like
And
I
as game launches inflate in their launch values,
Mhm,
as the number of people that have played games has always effectively gone up.
mhm.
This means this is almost certainly one of the biggest launches like of all time.
And,
And
uh,
like what more can you ask of any developer than one of the biggest launches of all time?
not only that, like this game hit real mainstream capacity when I had friends who don't play competitive games, have no interest in competitive
Hmm.
games or shooters at all, being like, "Yo, I heard you playing Marvel Rivals. Do you want to play some?" It
Yeah, I mean, I'm an example. I've effectively lost all of my interest in playing video games in a competitive fashion, and yet, I'll pop into a little match of Marvel Rivals.
Yeah, and me, like as someone who loves competitive games, I'm like sweating it out. I solo queued ranked to gold one. I'm not that far from
Yeah,
platinum. I'm uh I'm big turbo sweaty. Yeah. Moon Knight, the moon haunts you.
yeah.
You may have heard that. Uh
I'm still deciding who I play. Usually Iron Man or Jeff the Shark.
let me tell you, Iron Man, if you can con one of your friends into playing Hulk, is an
Yeah,
unstoppable killing machine.
I haven't been able to yet, but I've noticed that anytime there's an enemy Iron Man, I lose, and it's because there's always also an enemy Hulk because they like thought about it.
Mhm. Yeah, no, I last time I was playing with Anthony, I'm like, because Anthony's been our tank, and I'm like, I need you to learn how to play the Hulk.
Yeah.
Yes.
Uh, so this move is obviously related to NetEase wanting to pull out of North America, as a bunch of developers have said in the news story.
Mhm.
It's that they're a Chinese-based developer and they're pulling out of North American investments. So they want to shut down their studios in North America, of which there are quite a few, and that involves firing people off and just retracting
Yes.
appointments.
Uh, a a Bungie employee who Bungie is located pretty close to NetEase's North American offices in Seattle. Said they were, part of the decision to pull out of North America. NetEase also split with Worlds Untold, the studio founded by Mass Effect writer Mark Walters, as well as Sparks of Joy, founded by Xbox veteran Jerry Hook. The only insight that they can add is NetEase is pulling all investments out of North America started last year. Are these layoffs all NA design teams? If so, then it appears no. It doesn't matter how successful your game is. Corporate policy created by geopolitics and trade relationships do. The remaining North American studios include California-based Bullet Farm, who was founded last year with Call of Duty Black Ops designer David Vondihar. And before that, NetEase found an anchor point with Control's lead with studios in Spain and Seattle. They also have a Texas-based studio, T-Zero, which is creating a sci-fi MMO, which I'm willing to bet money that is the next one to go. That
Yeah.
is the, like, MMO. You mean the genre for boomer gamers that know that
Yeah, developing an MMO is like kneeling down and being ready to be shot in the back of the head.
yeah, it's also like for the company who is funding it, just like shoveling money into a furnace. You know that
Hmm.
Fairly Odd Parents gif? That is literally what it is. Just dudes
Of them
effort. Just
shoveling money in a furnace.
yeah,
Yeah.
that's literally what developing a modern MMO is. My girlfriend always complains about us not having new MMOs to play, and I'm just like, I don't know what to tell you.
And yet
They
there is no one genre I want to have like some super incredible brand new thing released in
you better hope
more.
Ashes of Creation is real good. You better hope Ashes of Creation is real good.
It seems all right, you know.
That entire genre is just begging to like Ashes of Creation to be good. Um,
I mean, they've got some cool ideas, but it feels like it plays like a World of Warcraft with some quirks, and then they're doing an EVE Online but fantasy, which to be fair, we've needed an EVE Online but fantasy. So, good for them.
yeah, really break down what an MMO really is, which is spreadsheets. That's what MMOs
Yeah.
are. They're just spreadsheets as a game. I'm not kidding you. The amount of like I work a day job where I mess around with spreadsheets a lot, and it is absolutely hilarious to me the amount of knowledge I have, not from like traditional schooling or like self-taught, like from playing 20 years of World of Warcraft and looking at
Yeah,
graphs and charts.
absolutely. The MMO genre is spreadsheets, though I will say EVE Online in particular is spreadsheets and betrayal. So, I think the fantasy genre has been needing some deep and horrible
Spreadsheets
betrayal.
and betrayal. I will say that I do. That's going to be the title of this podcast. I'm going to write it down right now.
Spreadsheets and betrayal.
Spreadsheets and betrayal. Thank you. Oh,
uh, but yeah, it's a shame to see all these studios being shut down. You would hope that they'd find some form of alternative of maybe giving them a buyback option or a loan or something, selling them, selling their stake. But it's just too much extra work for these companies. Evidently, it's a
we
lot easier for them and more profitable to just let things go.
the shittiest part about this story is like it has nothing to do with the quality of the game or the publisher itself. It is legitimately
Yeah,
just due to the state of the world. Fuck North America right now. We outie.
yeah.
And that's unfortunate because this is like Marvel Rivals. Once again, it is an incredible video game. Like I used to be someone who was hooked on Overwatch, and I'm probably even more hooked on Marvel Rivals. Like the only difference with
Uh,
sorry, go ahead.
Uh-huh. I was
Mm,
gonna say that I don't think this is gonna end up affecting any of their outside of North America stuff, though.
no,
Their initiative to disinvest. They founded a studio with Toshihiro Nagoshi, designer of Like a Dragon, and the Resident Evil producer Hiroyuki Kobayashi. And they invested in Suda 51's Grasshopper, and they're probably just gonna still do all that.
I hope that Suda51 gets a new game. He got like that I
Yeah,
love. I loved me some Shadows of the Damned remaster. I want a more sequels to No More Heroes and Killer 7 and new games from him because he is a goddamn artist. Yeah.
Yeah, until No More Heroes 6 comes out, I will be some form of lesser in my realization in the world. My very being will be suboptimal until there's a sixth No More Heroes game. Not a fourth or a fifth. All right, those also need to happen just to get there, but we need six of them.
I agree. No more heroes. Um,
Yeah.
yeah, this is a bummer. It is a bummer when geopolitics affect art, and I do think this could affect long-term Marvel rivals, just because you're losing your lead designer and your level designer in a game where kind of both
Yeah.
those things are important. But
Yeah, it turns out their next major layoff, Jeff the Shark. They're just laying off the character,
yep, no,
and he won't be
no,
in the game anymore.
no more, and then eats an entire team. No more of that.
Yeah, they don't want to pay his salary. He comes expensive.
Yeah. So they got two new characters coming out this Friday.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Already?
yeah. No, they said they're planning to do like four characters a quarter. So like,
That's crazy.
yeah,
That's a
no.
crazy amount of characters to do.
Well, so we got the Fantastic Four this quarter, and they're already teasing Blade for next quarter.
Damn. Are we
And
getting do we have the Thing and uh the Human Torch?
that's this Friday.
It's this Friday.
Yep.
Okay.
And let me tell you, Human Torch looks absurdly overpowered.
The
Uh,
Horch himself, he's coming.
Also, he gets, if you use his ult and Storm uses hers, it gets even bigger and stronger. It becomes a
Oh,
fire tornado. And it
a
literally,
tornado.
yes, a tornado, and it can eat through Luna Snow's ult. It's one of the two
It's
ults that
crazy that they're gonna have two Hulks.
they kind of function differently. Like you and I can geek about that later.
Well, one
Uh,
of them rock, the other one skin.
roll. uh,
Yeah, yeah.
no, from a gameplay standpoint, it looks like the Thing does more damage, but isn't as tanky, from what I can
I
see.
see.
And they also their ults are kind of different, and also, of course, the Thing doesn't transform back into Bruce Banner and get murdered in 2 seconds. So
What
yeah,
if he did though?
it's
He transforms back into his human form and he goes, "I need to go see my wife," and then dies immediately.
comic accurate thing. Anyway,